Hey everyone, this is Luke again, and welcome to the first of the actual Dragons Rising content that I'll be covering. Because the other Dragons Rising content was more like speculation and whatnot. Whereas this one, I've seen all 10 episodes of part 1, and honestly, actually, you know what? I'm gonna save my opinion for a future video. But there are some things that I want to talk about with Dragons Rising. There are a lot of stuff that I want to talk about, so they're gonna expect a lot of videos about it. So I'm gonna say each and every video, spoiler warning, because Dragons Rising obviously contains a lot of spoilers. So if you don't want to be spoiled, don't watch my videos until you've fully seen everything so far. And that, and you got that out of the way. So if you're still here, you probably either don't care about spoilers or you just already watched it. So I'm just gonna go with it. So today we're gonna talk about one of the new characters that Dragons Rising brought in. And no, I'm not talking about Aaron. And yes, I am gonna call him Aaron, but I know he's pronounced Aaron in the series, but Lego technically already has an Aaron in Aaron Fox from Nexo Knights, and I don't want to confuse the two. And Sora. But today we're going to be talking about WyldFyre, aka the girl that was raised from the wild from her dragon Heatwave, who I presume is to be like her only parent or something. But there has been a big topic about just what is her element, Because I know it's been kind of discussed in the show, but I've seen a lot of conflicting answers. Well, two answers that kind of conflict with each other. So there's first theory, and that is she is the another elemental master of fire, which a lot of people I think kind of presume to be this way, which, makes sense considering, the merge is kind of like this multiverse sort of thing where everything is going out of whack. So, why not just include every other sort of thing? Because a multiverse is all the universes, basically. And it's not just like, here's this, here's that, here. But no, it's everything. So, what if WyldFyre is the elemental master of fire, just not from the universe or in this case, realm that the current master of fire that we know Kai is from? Because I don't know if you've watched a lot of media, but there are tons of shows and stuff that do with like multiverse and stuff like that. And one thing they usually do is that they usually say, well, there's multiple people that can do the same thing or have the same identity, but they just different. They're different. So, a good example is kind of recent one, and that is the whole Into the Spider-Verse or Across the Spider-Verse that with Miles Morales, which just released only a week or two ago at the time I upload this. And there's multiple Spider-Man, but they all contain the identity of Spider-Man because that's the whole point. So what if there's not just one Master of Fire, not just two, but maybe there's several Masters of Fire that we don't even know about? So, yeah, and I think because of what the merge is doing, I think this is probably the more reasonable of the answers, especially since it's kind of already sort of been acknowledged in the show as sort of like a little bit of a jab at Kai. And then the second one, which I think is kind of like a dumb one, but a lot of people seem to think this, and that is she is the elemental master of heat. Not fire, heat. And this is the one I just don't understand, because heat is more of like a feeling, a sensation. Whereas fire, you can actually see. You can actually see fire. You can't see heat. Well, I mean, you could in some way, but heat is more known as like a touch sort of feeling. Like when you touch a hot stove, you feel the heat or something like that. Whereas fire is more of something that you can see. And while an elemental master of heat is a nice idea, it doesn't really work, I guess, in this sense, because it's like we clearly see fire from WyldFyre's hand. She is called WyldFyre, after all. Come on. So, I definitely think she is the current master, or at least another version of the elemental master of fire. I mean, she also shares a lot of Kai's personality traits, being very hot-headed, going on instinct, and, it's just, I just can't see any other way around it, really. But I really hope that Dragon's Rising Part 2 may, or at least maybe the future seasons, can elaborate on what's actually going on here, because that's the part I'm a little confused about. Not what element she is, but how do they appear? That could actually be for a separate video in of itself. So anyways, what do you guys think? Do you think WyldFyre is another variant of an elemental master of fire caused by the merge, or what do you think she is? Let me know in the comments down below. But anyways, I hope you guys like this video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel by clicking the red subscribe button, and click on the notification button to see every video that I will upload. And I'll see all you folks in the next video. Bye bye!